$6.50 second All Dutch, $16.10 third La Tonkiki. Numbers will be 13, 17 and 12. What an upset. The punters are reeling there, all three of them. How did that happen? Sanachi first up, ran 10th of 12 here, beaten 11 lengths in a Sunday meeting. In the race that Liberty Rose won, she started favourite, and second in from a spell, she's won. It's a shocker. A shocker for punters. All Dutch running well second. Up on the pace all of the way was a handy run. And La Tonkiki grabbing the third for Anthony Darmanin. Fourth in was Kelchek. Fifth home was Wyndham Special. 13, 17 and 12. I'm sure as a punter, a race you'd rather forget.
Well, the trifecta NSW, 54,129.20. Struth. And 57,000 Super Tab, 34,000 Uni Tab. Now, I'm not sure whether we'll get a first four, but we'll see what happens. It's not through yet. 13, 17, 12. 937 the Quinella. 1,974 Exacta. Over 57,000 there, the trifecta. No sign of any first four there. Reese Wheeler.
Away they go. Many Splendid jumped away well. Liberty Rose stood there. Last out of the stall, she's missed it by 4. Away well Gradual, so too Wyndham Special and La Tonkiki as they settle down. Mislaid not that far away by the 1200 metre turn. Then Sanachi going forward, followed by Visage and Woodweener. Caramel Corn back on the rail, followed by Callandurn. The outside in turn as they work down the side now is Kelchek, followed by All Dutch and Lucky Punch. 2 lengths to Bella Moxie. Archmobile is second last and 2 lengths to Liberty Rose as they work down towards the 900 metre corner. Gradual Racing, one off the fence, is narrowly in front. A neck to Many Splendid. Wyndham Special on the outside is third, followed by La Tonkiki. Then Sanachi always wide, followed by Mislaid. Just off them came Woodweener, enjoying a nice run, followed by Visage. All Dutch always wide. Caramel Corn back on the rail, followed by Kelchek. In behind them, Lucky Punch, followed by Callandurn. Archmobile is well back at the top of the straight towards the 500 metres. With it is Bella Moxie, and Liberty Rose is also out the back. Down towards the 350 metres, they fan. Woodweener switches back to the inside. She gets the run in plenty of time. Under some pressure, though, to try and pick up Wyndham Special. Sanachi is still there, followed by All Dutch. Callandurn's got the run back on the inside, followed by Kelchek. In front, Sanachi still. All Dutch on the outside starts to pick it up. Sanachi with a break, though, holding on from All Dutch, and Sanachi. Sanachi wins by a long neck to All Dutch. 2 away third, La Tonkiki. Close up, Kelchek made ground. Archmobile got home well. Not that far away, Bella Moxie, Wyndham Special. Then Visage. Woodweener didn't finish it off, followed by Lucky Punch, Callandurn. Then Many Splendid. Well back was Caramel Corn. Liberty Rose blew the start, blew a chance. Second last Mislaid, and last after showing total lead was Gradual.
The roughest in the race by $100. 13 Sanachi, 167.60 and 34.70. 17 All Dutch at $6 and 12 La Tonkiki, 15.30.
13, 17 and 12. Sanachi number 13 for Reese Wheeler and Ken Keys, always wide. But she's put in a ripper here today, number 13, at huge odds. Number 13, Sanachi. It looked a real tough quaddie on paper, and thus it has proven. Number 13, Sanachi. Second, number 17, All Dutch, Stephen Baster for Cindy Alderson. And third, number 12, La Tonkiki, Anthony Darmanin for Barry Barnes. 13, 17 and 12. Fourth in was number 16, Kelchek. And 15-2, Wyndham Special. Well, the favourite, Woodweener, was able to get the run near the inside towards the last 400 metres, but really not the place to be. She couldn't finish it
They're
off.
getting set at Newcastle, and the next from Doomben is a value bet.
For your value bet, phone 1902-238-238.
Calls are charged at $4.40. Higher cost pay on mobile phones.
And Doomben, the 7th one, Stormy Lodge.
Race on speed, and you know, they'll one's drawn wide, so it might press a little bit, but I think he's got enough natural speed to sort of dictate the race a little bit. And if he gets a soft enough run, and you know, he should win.
Track conditions, is it any concern to you?
Well, doing his form from...
And the main distance race of the day, 2,000 metres, 3:40 number 10, and that of course is Nazgul, and 3:70 for number 8. Number 8 of course being Euripides. And on track in the last couple of minutes, the better backed of the pair has been number 10, Nazgul, who's a point shorter than Euripides. Third pick on course is number 5, Floria. Floria is much, much shorter in the ring than it is on Tab Limited. Tab Limited quote about number 5 is $13. So on the tote, the third pick is number 3 at $8.10 and number 1 at $8.80. So they're moving in pretty well now. Nazgul put the writing on the wall with a very good effort here last Saturday week behind Mountain Echo over 15. Lightly race type. He suggests the middle distance of today's journey should suit. And Euripides first up since winning at Canterbury on May 28. He's a lovely horse. Euripides, he's by Octagonal from a canny lad mare Dinnerfash. Now they're lining up well. They are coming up. Next one forward will be the well-tried Nazgul, yellow jacket, dark blue horse logo on same. Chris Muntz in the saddle. Previous event of the day, 10 Poetic Papal beat Wyangan Pines ear to ear and Sassy Switch, 10-5-6-4. Now in goes Why I Wonder. Trafford next up. So only one to come in. Crescent to come in and they'll be set to go. Best back runner late, Nazgul, Tota New South Wales 350, 380 number 8 Euripides, about a point between them. Nazgul's way in the ring. Ready to go, 2,000 metres ahead of them here. On a fine Sydney afternoon. And the gates are back, and there they go. Crescent immediately dropped out to last. Good battle for the lead. Aldia's Ronnie's up there, so's Comforts and Floria. Kerouac there with the Ark and Our Archie's Girl. There's about 6 of them. Then Why I Wonder, followed by Euripides, followed 2 or 3 lengths back Romeo George, Full On Magic. 2 lengths then coming Trafford, and then Crescent, and Nazgul is now second last. Back to last goes Crescent as they complete 450, and it's Floria to the lead, Comfort second, Our Archie's Girl third, and then comes Ears Ronnie, the Ark Wide Out, followed by Kerouac, and then Why I Wonder. 2 lengths Euripides, 1.5 Romeo George. On the fence is Full On Magic, about 3 or 4 lengths to Trafford. Nazgul next to last, and 2 to Crescent. Down the back of the course they gallop and heading to the 1200 marker, and Floria leads Comforts about 1.5 lengths. Here's Ronnie holding third from Our Archie's Girl on a limit between horses Kerouac. 1.5 lengths then coming Why I Wonder, who's parked on the inside of the Ark, and then Euripides, followed by Romeo George, Full On Magic. 2.5 lengths to Trafford, and about a neck to Nazgul, awkwardly placed the fence, and 3 to Crescent. Out of the back straight they travel now, and the 800 marker is in their sights. Not a lot of change in the order. Floria making play, about a 1/2 length on Comforts. Our Archie's Girl doing it hard. A length further back is Ears Ronnie, parked on the inside of Kerouac, and in the Ark and Romeo George making some ground. Why I Wonder on the rails, and then Euripides being pushed along to make ground by Beatman. Full On Magic the rails. Nazgul third last from Trafford, and still 3 lengths to Crescent as they round the corner, and Floria zipped away here. And Glenn Boss aboard Floria has it 2 lengths on Comfort, 1.5 lengths Our Archie's Girl. Here's Ronnie's on the rails, and Romeo George coming down the outside. Nazgul is back second last. Euripides about 5th last as they come to the 200, and Floria, they're attacking a left, right and centre. Here's the Ark from nowhere. Comfort's battles on, and now Euripides warming up with Romeo George. Euripides goes up to the Ark. Euripides put its head in front, and Euripides draws away. Euripides beat the Ark. Our Archie's Girl, or on the outside Romeo George for third. Then came Ears Ronnie, followed by Comforts, Why I Wonder, Nazgul. A break then to Kerouac, Full On Magic, Crescent, Trafford, and Floria stopped to an absolute walk. Euripides, number 8. Euripides, Darren Beedman riding for Johnny Hawkes, and still this absorbing duel between Waterhouse and Hawkes, and Waterhouse had a winner earlier in the day. Hawkes, he had a winner, so it left them as it was. So there's now, it's back to 4.5 Waterhouse's way. All right, numbers coming up, 8, 11, 6 and 7. They're official. Euripides looked a treat by Octagonal from Dinnerfash, and by the Woodland Stud Syndicate. Darren Beedman aboard, and Darren rapidly closing in on Larry Cassidy's record. Dazza now 132 wins. Second goes to number 11, the Arkman, a terrific race for Billy Farrow from Scone, and is by Supremo. Third, and written by George Scamone. Number 6 was Third Our Archie's Girl by Pompey Court, Gay Waterhouse, Ronnie Stewart. Number 7 was the official fourth, Romeo George, and the favourite Nazgul. He was disappointing. Up in class, but he didn't get home like backers hoped he would. Totes accordingly. Number 8, 390 and 190. Number 11, 450. Number 6, 320. The Quinella, 45.70. The Exacta dividend has paid $50. The trifecta, $610.50. The first four, 8, 11, 6 and 7, 5,089.10. Daily double, 10 into 8, $14.80. Special div 360. Spinner on the mixed, $1.40. The margins, a long neck, a length. The time 2:04.15. 2:04.15, 36.97.
Yeah, nice win, Euripides. Good finish that, wasn't it? But Darren Beedman timing his run to perfection there and getting the well back Euripides home. Son of Octagonal. 8, 11, 6 and 7. First four, 5,089.10 after race 7 at Rosehill. One to go there.
So holds favouritism. Has been a bit on the easy side though, Little Dozer. Still 390 on the tote. Better odds on track, but has had some support. Greek Adonis backed into second pick on track, and then the easy Kashkai, Beresny, Thong and Pushbike, and then Legend of Ace. I'm told, I don't know, hasn't had it confirmed, but the quaddie is alive with one person has the field. Be a nice position to be in, wouldn't it? It's going to pay a fortune. Captain Clipper lines up into the gates now. Numbers of 5, 2, 13 in the quaddie. Big value coming with Sirichi, and then of course capped with Sinachi in race 6. Evil Master winning the league between them. Earlier today, Dantana won the first. It's going out for a spell, as is the stablemate who ran second, Step Ahead. The hurdle won by Melfi Interest, Jim Houlihan. His 8th victory in the Australian hurdle. Jubilant Spirit took out the third race, and then we've had Sir Richie, Evil Master and Sinachi winning the next 3 in the legs of the quaddie. Now Kashkai goes in for Dan Nikolic, Montaigne Way. Craig Newitt goes in with the white cap. Here's Greek Adonis coming up. Outside positions are probably an advantage now. Seen a couple of horses sit 3 wide and win in latter races. Lord Kingston has completed it, so they're set to go. 1300. Ready now. Montaigne Way bouncing around in the stalls. They're set, they're off now. And over on the outside, Lord Kingston, the one that was slow to move, and Popper second last out. Spring Warrior Kalnura first to bounce out of the stalls ahead of Beresny. Kashkai presses on with May the Horse Be With You. Just behind them, Thong and Pushbike. And Greek Adonis is deep going forward at the first turn, followed closely in the field then by a Little Dozer on the outside of Chiming Door wanting to pull. Further back in the field then is I Rock My World travelling wide around Captain Clipper, and then the Grey Inkamala, Legend of Ace, Lord Kingston, followed by Pompous, and last is Montaigne Way at the 700, and Kalnura on the inside is the leader from May the Horse Be With You. Greek Adonis 3 deep and third to the turn, followed by Chiming Door, Kashkai, Little Dozer next on the outside, followed by Thong and Pushbike, Beresny and Spring Warrior staying near the inside as they balance for home now, and down towards the 450 metre mark. Spring Warrior stayed right against the inside, goes up to tackle Kalnura, who's coming back now, and then came further back Beresny. Chiming Door to the outside went Greek Adonis with Little Dozer as they came to the 200 metre mark. Spring Warrior the inside and Kalnura. Now Greek Adonis starting to wind up again, and Little Dozer is after him. Greek Adonis hits the lead. Little Dozer driving hard, but Greek Adonis too good. Beat Little Dozer. Kashkai third. Poppers came from well back for fourth. Then Captain Clipper and I Rock My World wide out from Chiming Door, Beresny. Then Kalnura, Legend of Ace, and they were trailed by Spring Warrior, Thong and Pushbike, Montaigne Way, and then came Lord Kingston, May the Horse Be With You, and Inkamala. Greek Adonis the winner, number 4. Karen McAvoy, a winning double for Karen. And I guess his thoughts of a premiership might just start to come to the top of his thought now. Little Doze has run second. Kashkai has run third. 4.52 are confirmed now. That victory for Keirin takes him to 47 on the premiership. Damien Oliver with 59 leading, but there's something like about 18 or 19 meetings left to go. And Damien, of course, in Japan. Dan Nikolic there with 51. Greg Childs on 54 is suspended, of course. So 4.52, fourth in, number 13, Pompous, and fifth home, number 9, Captain Clipper. So we'll get to these totes and see what the quaddie's paid. Quaddie is through 535,922.40 for 5, 2, 13 and 4. 535,920.
Change in the 9th and last there at Victoria Park. 16 Kid Dapper, Jason Lyon. Okay, still 3 minutes away is the 8th at Doomben. We'll have that late mail shortly for you, and recurring the 290 favourite. We'll take a break. We're back with more right after this on Sky.
Mamselle, Padril, Amber. So you can see it's a good class race. Timeless wins. Razor Blade was on fire the year that she won here. Chiming Lass, Stella Marie, Classic Cliche, and Paris Heartbeat won last year. So it is a good fillies and mares race. And more importantly for owners, it's black type here in Queensland at our carnival. Now here's Bridal Hill coming up into the gates. Then we wait for Shah Elma. And Orth will be one of the last to move in. So in this race, Golden Snitches in a gold cap to distinguish it from Bridal Hill. Recurring races in apricot colours with the pale blue stars. So we're waiting only on Oomph to move in. So Oomph is coming up to the gates. There's no scratching. It's a full field here. 18 runners. And they're all in the starting stalls now. We're set ready to go for this year's Glenlogan Park Stakes. Otavia stands up well. Recurring right up to the gate. Now the stewards may be waiting for this race to finish at either Newcastle or Kembla Grange, I think. At Newcastle, unfortunately, it's a long race, I think. It might be a middle distance race, which was running late. Or either that or they're into the home straight now in that race at Newcastle, and stewards have been kind enough to hold this listed race. It's just unfortunate the race at Newcastle couldn't have been a sprint just before this one, but anyway, that's how it goes. Now the signal's given. We're set to go. Stand by for a start. And they're racing. Recurring began okay. Oomph on the outside was actually the first to go, and Otavia began quickly. Rosie O'Rosie's going fast, and when they settle fully into stride, it's Otavia clear from Oomph. Rosie O'Rosie third from Russian Caravan. Sydney followed by Danard and Tata Tatiana. Typify running in 9th position. Feelers over on the inside, then Pourquoi. Susie Gray's a long way back on the inside. So is Recurring with Bridal Hill. Golden Snitch behind those. Then Shove Off followed a long way back by Ina's Treasure, Imeo Bay, and last of all Shah Elma. 700 metres left to go. Otavia 1.5 to Oomph. Rosie O'Rosie third. Denart fourth. Russian Caravan fifth in the middle. Then Tata Tatiana. Then comes Sydney racing on the inside, being followed then by Pourquoi, Typify, Feelers. Susie Gray's on the fence. Recurring's going deep with Bridal Hill from Golden Snitch and Shove Off, and then Ina's Treasure, Shah Elma and Imeo Bay. In the straight, 350 out. Otavia 2 in front of Oomph. Denart on the outside from Russian Caravan. Here's Tata Tatiana. Recurring's finishing quickly, and Susie Gray's going up on the inside. Otavia the leader. Susie Gray got the run on the fence, and Recurring and Golden Snitch and Feelers, but Susie Gray's burst up on the inside. Susie Gray grabs the lead. Susie Gray has beaten Feelers and Golden Snitch. Then Recurring. The next time Otavia, followed then by Shove Off, Oomph, Typify, Russian Caravan, Tata Tatiana, Ina's Treasure, Shah Elma. The next time in the race then Danart, followed by Pourquoi, Bridal Hill, Imeo Bay, Rosie O'Rosie, and last time in the race is Sydney. Back on top of the ground today. What a difference it makes for this mare. She is absolutely hopeless with one spit on the deck. And today she's got the good track and an amazing ride by Scott Seamer, who rides this filly or this mare so particularly well. And Susie Gray has got right along the fence. Recurring came to the outside with Brad Stewart. He had to go around them. And have a look at the run Susie Gray got. You could have driven 2 Melbourne trams through where it came. And Susie Gray took the lead when Otavia left the rails, and she's gone home to win. She was only sold recently to the Ramsey Pastoral Company Limited Syndicate for $200,000 at the Gold Coast about 3 or 4 weeks ago, or just a couple of weeks before, or 1 week before the Stradbroke. And she struck a wet track there, but she struck the dry track this afternoon. And we all know with Susie Gray, she's a dry tracker, and home she's come to win today. An amazing ride by Scott Seamer. Now, I'll just confirm these dividends and placings before going back to the studios. 1 Susie Gray, great ride Scott Seamer, 5 21.90, 8 Fearless second 3.90, 13 third Golden Snitch 1.90, Quinella 43.60, Trifecta 439.60, the Daily Double on numbers 5 and 1 45.20, Treble 551 $850.80. And fourth in the race went to number 6, and that was Recurring.
All right, thanks, Al. A lovely win. That wasn't a terrific ride. Scott Seamer riding with great confidence at the moment, and she was right back to her best today, Susie Gray. Too good for them. 1, 8, 13 and 6 getting fourth. We'll get the first 4 for you shortly after the running of the Glen Logan Park Stakes. As the mighty Gray comes back, Susie Gray. Now, the runners at Belmont have to start for this 4th event, 3-year-olds, the Belmont Guineas over the 1600. And Secret Link is favourite at 280 in front of Mapaholic at 330, Old Bow on the next line there at 380, Some Money Roboto, Mystic Glow, and the one down the bottom is in the market too at $12, Creatrix. Okay, they are moving them in. There's Scott Seamer and Susie Gray, all smiles, Scott, after a brilliant ride there in race 8 on the card. Now, they're moving in well for the Belmont Guineas, the 4th event on the card today. Let's take you to Darren for the Guineas.
Roboto props in the air, so does Mapaholic. Roboto a little wound up. Attendant holds his tail. Racing, Star of Vane missed it a length. Secret Link, Roboto first away. Quickly into stride though from the outside is Lady Ashford, and she's burning around the outside in front of Sherbella. Mapaholic's up nice and handy. Had to steady off heels very quickly when the speed slowed suddenly in the back. Old Bow's going to be nice and prominent. Sherbella had to be taken back in the field. Went around on the outside of Mystic Glow, and on the rails Creatrix, and 2.5 lengths away Star of Vane. Stake held the lead with Secret Link in the run down the back, and he's a half length on Lady Ashford at his girth. On the fence, Old Bow third, being covered by Roboto. Mapaholic's out 3 deep at the 1,000 metres mark. On the fence to Creatrix, back on the inside of Mystic Glow. Sherbella second last, turning out of the back at the 900, and last is Star of Vane. 7 lengths covers the field. He gives Secret Link a little more leather at the 800 mark, and Secret Link leads a little more than a length. Running second, Lady Ashford pushed along. On the inside, Old Bow is travelling third. He's had a cushy run. Hall's now starting to stoke up. Mapaholic at the 600. Then came Roboto. On the fence, Creatrix, and then Mystic Glow. Sherbella, Star of Vane back last. On the corner in the Guineas. And Secret Link turned at the 400 from Old Bow, which is off the fence now. Lady Ashford dropped off. Mapaholic called upon. In behind them, Creatrix and Star of Vane shooting through along the fence. Secret Link, he's under the whip from Old Bow, and Mapaholic still raising another effort at the 200. Old Bow comes at Secret Link. Creatrix making ground. Mapaholic come to the end of his run on the outside. Secret Link, Creatrix diving through in the middle. It's Creatrix hitting the lead, and Creatrix in something of an upset. Creatrix beats Secret Link and Old Bow. Mapaholic fourth from Star of Vane, Sherbella. A gap to Mystic Glow, Roboto, and one of the last ones home is Lady Ashford.
Yeah, Creatrix at 12.70, 2.70, and Sean McGruddy's won the Belmont Guineas over Secret Link and Old Bow, 9.34 after the running of race 4 there at Belmont. Now, Victoria Park, the runner's about to move in for the running of the 8th. This is over the 1400. And the favourite in an open race, Trojan Warrior at 4.20 in front of Jacques at 6. Jernola Star and Leader's Pride both given chances too. Now, waiters right at Doomben. Correct weight, Susie Gray, Scott Seamer, 5.21.90. Defeated Feelers and Golden Snitch, 43.60 the Quinella, 439 the Trifecta, and the first 4 of 1, 8, 13 and 6, $2,748.10 with correct weight on the 8th. Rose Hill, they're in the mounting yard for the running of the last, and this is over 1400. Miners Union and Viscay Star, the 100 Raiders, over Silver Duke and Holy Powers, 2, 5, 8 and 11. Good money for Sports Brat. Miners Union favourite. Kajar at 8.60. Viscay Star given a hope. Silver Duke at 9. And then further down, some support Dana's Kingdom and Green Danzig at Holy Powers, and the others at long odds. That's race 8 in 11 minutes from now. Okay, these runners started in 60, 73.20 and 191.80. The 9.3
climbs the stand, presses the button, and they're off. Miners Union last out, and the net jumped quickly. So too did Sunset Gift, and going up very quickly as they sort themselves out now was on the outside Holy Power, settling at the end of 250. The net from second posse on the inside, going up rather, actually the outside Holy Powers to second now, and then comes Sunset Gift, followed by Josiah, and on the outside Viscay Star, and then Pimpala Player. Length and a half then coming at the head of the others on the inside, Dana's Kingdom Perance, followed by Green Danzig. A length and a half for Josiah, starting to drift back through the field. Well astern is Danny Dancer as they come down the side with Silver Duke, Miners Union and Kajar Stone Motherless. 650 to run. The net leads the way from Holy Powers. Sports Brat's gone up quickly into third posse from Pimpala Player. A length and a half further back in the field on the outside is Sunset Gift. A length further off is Dana's Kingdom Perance, followed at the head of the others Viscay Star, Josiah on the rail, and then 2 lengths off to Miners Union, Silver Duke and Kajar's on the outside. At the 300 the net, the rider's gone for it. 2 lengths the break on Sports Brat. Pimpala Player snuck up on the rails, and a couple of lengths Sunset Gift, Dana's Kingdom and Kajar. Still the net shows the way. It's the net, 100 to go, a length and a half. They won't catch him, and the net wins it. Miners Union flew for second, Pimpala Player over on the rails, and then came Sports Brat, Kajar wide out, Dana's Kingdom, Sunset Gift, Viscay Star, followed by Danny Dancer, and then Josiah, Silver Duke, followed by Green Danzig, Holy Powers, and Perance pulled up at the tail of the field. Number 3, the net, has won the last event at cricket score odds. 29, 10 and 6.10 from Miners Union and Pimpala Player. Well, what about that? The net has never been far away at recent starts, either just behind the place getters at his last 3 prior to today. He did win a race in March on the Kensington grass, but today he went up quickly. He went to the front, and Mitchell Bell rode him a treat. 3, 2, 13 and 1. The net, written by Mitchell Bell, is first. Number 2 has come from a mile back. Miners Union, Darren Beedman, second. Number 13 has run third, and that was Pimpala Player, written by Robert Thompson. And number 1, Sports Brat, was the official 4th. 3, 2, 13 and 1, 124.43, 35.9.
Now let's go to Greg for the last.